And so that's what I was doing. I was studying English, applying to colleges, and in 1 year I got into Columbia University.
Welcome to Unstoppable Podcast with Harry Sardinas, inspiring conversations with influential millionaires, investors, thought leaders, entrepreneurs who are making a massive difference with their innovative products and services, and sharing the challenges and wisdom of how they sold their first million.
How would you like to achieve your first million? And today we have Lilia, the founder of Stock for Women. So Lilia, tell us, what are the 5 steps to make the first million?
Hi, Harry. Thank you so much, first of all, having me. I really appreciate being with you and with your audience. So here is my 5 steps how I became a self-made millionaire. I actually probably just like you, an immigrant with a strong accent.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I am. So I came to America in 2008 without any capital. We literally only had a $600, uh, no friends, no connections, and no knowledge of English even. So my 5 steps achieving my millionaire status was really connected to stock market, and that's why I'm here to talk about it. So here's the 5 steps. First, you need to deal with your fears and procrastination. That's, I think, a lot of the biggest step, and probably half of our battles is in our head. We're always postponing some kind of action to go towards our dreams. And that's why I suggest to deal with the fears. And when it comes to investing, there are like a lot of different fears that we will hopefully have time to talk about. But it's basically fears of being a first-time woman investing, fears of losing money, fears of thinking that stock market is a casino. So that kind of fears you have to deal with. So have a mental clear mindset to start. That's step number one. And number two, I suggest for you to actually learn about the stock market, because fear is a mind killer. And if you don't know what you're doing, that's what really stopping you. So you need really to take your time, invest some time, educate yourself, understand how the market works. Then number three, save some money. And number four, figure out what to buy. And number five, automate your investment plan. So this is the 5 steps you can achieve. I don't know, it might take you a couple months to educate yourself, save up money, and set up automatic investment. But once you do it, you will have a long-term strategy, kind of a side hustle that working for you on the side, and that will make you a millionaire if you will stay patient enough and secure your financial future down the road.
So tell us your story. So you arrived to the United States and your English was no good. Tell me about it, yeah? When I arrived to London, the same thing. So you have to start from zero, yeah?
Yes.
So why you decided to be your own boss, to become, there is any entrepreneur in your family? Do you have any friend? Why you decided to be your own boss and to make money?
Honestly, it's all about like different coincidences in your life. I was freshman year back in Russia studying economics, and there was like exchange program that would let you to go to any English-speaking country for one summer. And my girlfriend was pushing me to go to pick strawberries in England, actually.
Oh, wow. You went with me,
But
in London.
I know, but I had actually allergy for strawberries, so that took my path separate from my girlfriend, took me to New York City. And that's how I ended up in the summer of 2008 in New York. And I was working as a waitress in the Russian restaurant because obviously my English was not good. But one thing I right away noticed, I've noticed that all the best tips I would get, they were all from the tables of men who were working on Wall Street. So I was like, I'm studying English there, excuse me, economics there in Russia. I need to be in the middle of action. I need to actually somehow find a way to get into college in city, stay in New York City, learn about investing, and this is where I can become somebody in my life to be able to travel, and that's kind of very simple connections I made, that all the rich people in New York City work in finance. I should be staying in New York and, giving it a shot.
Working in finance, and maybe you're gonna be rich like them, right?
Exactly. That's basically was very simple. It
So
was
what happened? The people that were going to a coffee shop, they were all rich, right? And then they were all investing in the stock market, right?
yes, obviously. So the
And
idea
what
of
happened? They
staying.
become your friends, they talk to you, you see them daily. What happened?
So what happened then? Uh, the decision came easy, but then you have to implement it again.
Absolutely.
So in the implementation was very hard, and it basically tested me, where I called up my parents and I said I'd like to drop out from college back in Russia,
Wow.
and I want to try out life here. And I asked them for money and sending work clothes, because that was summer of 2008, and I had to basically
Wow, you
win.
decided that you're not coming back. Oh my,
No,
no,
no.
that's how
Yeah, and
how
my
old were you?
19.
Wow.
I
With
know.
19 years old, I
My
was as determined as you would be a billionaire right now. Yeah. When I had this age, I was party and having a lot of fun. Yeah. I was
no, but I
thinking to
quickly
be so
realized that
determined. Wow.
no, I quickly realized that if I want to be somebody in this life, I have to work hard, and
Wow, but from
maybe
some
because when
early
you grow
age,
up in
my
a
God, from
developing
19
country,
years old,
you much more mature earlier.
oh my
I
God.
don't know. But
You
then
were very
basically
mature.
my
Yeah,
parents were so
absolutely. Yeah.
upset about this decision. They were thinking, what would this young girl do in New York by
Oh, your
herself
parents were not happy,
without
huh?
much of English? So they actually did, and they cut me off.
Wow. So
Yeah,
you
so
can come
I
back,
was
yeah?
at this point
They cut you off
had
so you
to
can come
work
back,
as a
right?
waitress and then study English, and all getting a credit card debt. While I'm trying to get into colleges. Excuse me, something
Well,
here.
it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, so I
You start to accumulate debt because you need to try to go
I
to
still
college.
didn't, we didn't even at this point. At this point, I'm trying to survive. And my mindset, I think it will help your listeners when you're in this tough spot and everything is uncertain and you're scared. I was just keep telling this one mantra for myself. I will just try my very best for 1 year and see what will happen. And so that's what I was doing. I was studying English, applying to colleges, and in 1 year I got into Columbia University.
Wow.
Yes,
That was amazing. So,
thank you.
yeah.
So that was a big, big
Oh,
deal for me.
your parents really want you to go back, yeah? They say, okay, you want to stay there? Let's see how long you're gonna last. No money.
So as soon as I got into university, obviously I had to stop. I took a credit card debt. It was such an honor to be able to study in Ivy League college that I wanted to focus only on my studies. I took as many classes in economics as possible, but I also would sneak out into Columbia Business School,
Wow,
thinking
really?
I get an edge there.
Ah.
Yes. So, um, uh, because I didn't have a capital to start investing, what I was doing during this time, I still opened a brokerage account. I funded it with a minimal balance, and I started trading virtually. Not many people know that even if you don't have a capital, you still can start investing and see how it works. Because really, half of the
That's the
knowledge
best way of doing
and
it.
and experience in investing comes not only from reading books. Market changes evolving every time. You really need to watch it and understand. For example, you have several of your favorite stocks like Nvidia, you name it. Right now, it's hot. and you compare how they're moving up and down compared to indices. If you want, I can go deeper. What is it? Indices are ETFs, but the idea is that you compare how the market moves in relation to different stocks. And if you do it every day, just a little bit, I don't know how to explain, you develop some kind of feel for this, but you most importantly, you learn about yourself something. You would learn that with so much risk, so much of your money allocated to certain stock, you can sleep well at night. And when you do it virtually, it's very forgiving. It's not like, so what, for example, if you open an account in some of American brokerage firms like Schwab, you can get a virtual $200,000. So my idea was, I'm like, okay, I'm starting with this capital. Let's see if in 1 year with all my studies, I can double it.
Double it? Wow.
I'm not aggressive, like, hello, this is virtual capital. It's like a game. I was trying to understand how it's working, and you really cannot do it unless you doing it. You can read.
There's no other way around.
So that's one of the piece advices I have for people who want to learn about investing, even if you don't have capital and you saving it up, you can already start learning, already start trading, and that's really valuable experiences. And basically all of the very, very famous investors, they didn't learn it from the books. Majority of their experience and success comes from personal experience, because when you have your own mistake, you internalizing it. And
especially when you lose money. When you lose money, you learn a lot.
Oh yes, you remember.
Tell me about it. Yeah.
So then my path took me to the Wall Street. I was interning because I'm from Russia. People decided that I could be a good oil and gas analyst. So I was interning as an analyst, analyzing different energy stocks. I also had an opportunity to have a private dinner with Warren Buffett.
Wow, when was that? That's amazing.
I know. That also was, again, a coincidence. So when I was in college, I was part of investment club. And what I didn't realize, that this investment club every year would pick one person from each Ivy League college and would take them to the private trip to Omaha, Nebraska, to have a private dinner. And wow. I was pitching stock, and that's how I ended up meeting the legend himself. And obviously that was when I was 21. So obviously wow. I'm like,
with 21 years old, you're already meeting Warren Buffett. That's amazing. Now let's talk about, so what happened with the $200,000 that you start to do it virtually? Did you lose the money? Did you double it? What happened with this?
So the market that year, I think, returned something like, I don't know, I don't even remember, around 10%, and I only did 2%. I was basically flat. The amount of trading I did, so it was very disappointing. So that's what I was learned. So, and I also realized that year I was, instead of doing in-depth research, I trying to understand the stocks themselves, I was following expert advice from CNBC.
From the TV.
Smart-looking guy on TV, and he's talking about it. And by the time I buy it, it's too late. The train is left.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
By the time that they're talking on the TV about it, it's already gone.
Yes, it's already gone.
Too late.
But that's what I did, after college. I worked for over 10 years in the hedge fund industry as an analyst, and I learned how to analyze stocks. And that's what my book is about. But I really simplified it and tried to make it easy, specifically for women, to get started in the stock market.
Follow us for more interviews with world's most influential, audacious entrepreneurs that overcame challenges and adversity, providing you with the blueprint of how they sold their first million so you can grow your business exponentially.